And I'll call for roll call, please.
Supervisor Pinches.
Here.
Supervisor Smith.
Here.
Supervisor Colfax.
Here.
Chair Wattenberger.
Here.
Supervisor Delbar is absent by prearrangement.
And we'll be going into closed session, but for a matter of convenience, I think I'd like to take public comment unless there's a concern otherwise. Mr. J.R. Rose, please.
You all know me, I've been here enough. And my proposition is still about rent control and protection for senior citizens in mobile home parks. And they told me I'd have to wait until Proposition 98 either made it or failed. It failed, and Proposition 99 passed. So I've been working with Jenny for a long time on it. She has a lot of the background on it, and what I wanted to do is try to expedite this because it has been a year now since we've been working on this, and I think you're all aware of the situation and what it occurs and what has been occurring, and I think it's time we need a little help. And I would appreciate if you're not going to do anything, I would appreciate being told, because at that time it'll give me a chance to go get a petition on the ballot for the November ballot, and that doesn't give me much time between now and November. It takes time to set up the laws, to work it out, and then get it on a petition for a ballot. So I would appreciate it.
Okay. Any questions for Mr. Rose?
Just a comment.
Wait a minute, Supervisor Colfax.
Well, the reference being made to county council, this is the first time I've heard about this, and I just wonder what, if anything, you can say at this time.
Actually, this matter was referred to the committee some time ago, prior to the election, and the committee decided to wait and see the results of the election with respect to Prop 98. It will come back to committee at the next committee meeting, and I'll have some information for them at that time, and then the committee can
You have
decide the
information
direction.
on process and so on
Yeah.
and so forth, timelines
Right.
and so on, if
Right.
we're going in that direction. Thank you. Thank you.
Supervisor Pinches.
Sir, I sit on that committee, as you're well aware of, and I'm going to be really upfront with you. I don't support rent control.
I realize you don't support that, sir. I knew that when I was talking to you, and I heard your comments on that. I realize you do not support it.
Well, I want to let you know.
But
so-
that's what makes the horse races and things that goes around. Is what I'm looking for. Is so because you may not support it, there may be other people on the board who support it. So
Well, I just want to let you know, so
well, I realize that.
probably at the best, you're going to come out of the committee with a split recommendation, which,
I realize where you're standing on it, isn't, but I'll bring it to your situation since you brought it up. You were talking about put a stipulation in where people that own their private land would actually bring the senior citizens out of the mobile home and set up a place on the private land. I don't see anybody that owns private land that's going to go towards the proposition in which you said. I don't think anybody would build a space on their property to bring senior citizens out of a mobile park and give them a place to live. I really don't. And if you guys don't do this, and it does happen, you're going to get into a Title 19 situation, and this which may cost this county more money than what it's worth.
Okay. Thank you, Supervisor. Any additional comment?
well, I could make some other
Yeah.
comments, but it's under public expression.
You
so
bet.
probably not.
You bet. It'd be better for the committee.
I just wanted to let this know.
I realize where you're at. I figured that out as soon as we sat down at the Board of Research.
But I do think we have some other options.
I know where you're at, but that doesn't stop me from coming back.
Sure.
Because you're not the only supervisor on the board.
That's why they call it the Board of Supervisors.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Rose. Okay, let's move to closed session, and we'll be returning to open session approximately 10:25 now, it looks like. So